Sharon, Bucky, what's going on your end?
Nothing, all quiet.
I'm sorry, wait, who are you? Captain America.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Foocast. My name is Finn and again I am joined by Robert and Jaden. How are you guys? You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing, Mr. Finn?
And Mr. Foo to you, Jaden.
Finn.
Mr. Foo is very happy actually. I've just spent the whole day just finishing shots of my short film, which will hopefully be coming out very soon. I've just been watching Jeepers Creepers downstairs, which I think is fucking terrifying, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to...
Oh, that's a fair movie.
Yeah.
I really like that movie, yeah.
Yeah, that movie is, like, so good so far, but I'm very surprised it's not on the list of Dead by Daylight characters that they're going over, which we're talking about last podcast.
Maybe because the director's a pedo.
Well, I'm pretty sure they
Wait,
moved the
really?
licenses around.
Yeah. The director for Jeepers Creepers is an actual genuine pedo.
EDP 445
Oh.
directed Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, his father did.
His father.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let,
Alright, so anyway,
let's
he was
move
so
on. We've got
confident
something
in saying
important
his
to talk
father
about.
did it. Anyway, so what we are here to talk about is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or more importantly, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which it kind of sounds like I'm going over Captain America 2, but I'm not. But I'm gonna say, this
I know,
is...
if you're talking about Captain America 2, it would be Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he is right. Like, he's got a point.
Oh, well, he's got a point there.
He's very
But
cool.
I enjoy doing these podcasts, but this one in particular I'm very excited to do. Because one, I absolutely adored this finale. I'm pretty sure you guys did as well. And two,
Yeah.
we can sit back after this podcast and be like, oh yeah, we've covered the whole of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we can... This
And
is basically-
WandaVision.
Well, not all of WandaVision. The last two
Ah.
episodes of Wanda, but like
A
what
bit
I'm,
of WandaVision.
what I mean is that we've...
Teeny bit.
This is the first sort of series that we've gone over every single episode. Which is
Right,
exciting.
yeah.
And, well, okay, up until this point, I'm going to just get into the episode straight away. Up until all of it so far, I didn't have any spoilers up until this episode, but I wasn't even mad because the cap suit, we'll get into just a second, there was a toy leak, like 4 months before the thing came out, and I saw it, and then people were just posting the cap suit online thinking, oh, this is not a spoiler. Yes, it fucking is, if people haven't read it in the comics or anything. So I was just going over YouTube and seeing thumbnails and all that, and then I sort of tried my best to ignore it, but as soon as I saw the opening scene of the episode, the suit is absolutely sublime. It is one of the
Remarkable.
best. It is remarkable. It is... There's not enough words to describe this suit, with it probably being my favourite comic book suit in live action I have ever seen. To be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I'd actually agree with you on that. It's probably one of the best comic book adaptation suits that there's ever fucking been.
You'd think that, you know, the headpiece, we were talking about this just before we started recording, the headpiece, right? Would that sort of work on screen? And I think some of the directors and costume makers behind the scenes were talking about how that would actually work. But it just fits so well. And the
Like,
thing...
it fits with his character, but at the same time, his head fucking, like, it's open to being shot at.
Yeah, but would you rather look badass or, like, be safe from bullets?
Well, we all know, if you're badass, you can't die.
I mean, preferably one of the two, but if I had to choose one, I'd look badass. Plus, you've got a shield, so...
Yeah.
True.
But, like...
What if he
it-
drops it? I
And,
can't find
like,
it.
I'm happy because... Sorry, go
well,
on,
shit.
Jaden. Go on, Jaden.
No, I was gonna say, you know, with the whole head, like, you know, the top of his head's like open. What if he, like, you know, dives into something? Can you just like grab his shield and like put it in front of his head to save it,
I mean...
or like put his like arms in front?
Depends how fast the bullet's travelling.
No, not the bullet. Like, if he's like diving into like a glass window or something like that, he would just like grab the shield and like, ayo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wait, Finn, I mean, the bullet will probably go through his head anyway.
Oh, no, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, how fast the bullet's going, and he's got the quick reaction time to just...
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going, okay.
But even if
Bro,
it,
he's
how would
not,
you
he's
do
not
that
the
anyway?
fucking Flash.
But yeah, that's what I mean. But
But
like,
Quicksilver can stop a bullet. Jesus.
Well, they both have F in the
Ralph
name.
Boner would not like stop that bullet.
Who's Ralph Boner?
True.
He's
But
not.
yeah,
He's no
yeah,
longer canon.
Yeah, who is Ralph Boner?
I've decided he's a legend.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway.
It's a weird thing for you to say.
I was talking about Age of Ultron Quicksilver, by the way.
Oh, that guy.
No.
Yeah, we don't really talk about him either.
What we were talking about.
Marvel hates
No,
Quicksilver.
I mean, yeah. Or Kevin Feige is like, fuck Quicksilver. All my homies hate Quicksilver.
Yeah, Kevin Feige
The
just
MCU had a
despises.
thing against him.
Yeah, I don't know why, but what was I gonna say? The suit. I love how, because up until this point, right, a lot of the Captain America suits look fairly the same, obviously, and I love how
Yeah,
you
for
can
very
just
specific reasons.
yeah. If you get like Steve Rogers in his Captain America outfit and Falcon, I love how they didn't more or less just do the exact same outfit. They made it like you can look at them and be like, okay, those suits are very, very different.
They are significantly different.
I love the white. The white is amazing. Sorry, go on, Robert.
I think they made it to be more aerodynamic as well, to make it more of a flight suit instead of like a soldier suit.
Yeah, plus it's
Like-
even
like
cooler.
red.
Like a combat suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's even cooler. It's made by the Wakandans as well. And my favourite Captain America suit is probably the stealth suit. And you know, like the sort of little stripes
I like that suit.
that are on the sort of torso. I love that
Yeah.
they, because in the comics it was basically just like a circle on the actual Falcon suit, and there was like little bits going off of it. I love how they actually just put the actual sort of stealth suit like sort of stripes on there on the torso. And I love how go on, Jaden.
I was gonna say, I wonder if there's a safety switch on the back of the suit to make like all like the suit like fall off, like the wings collapse and fall off like like a Bucky's arm.
You might as well just put oh yeah, I was wondering what he's talking about. Imagine he didn't realise it, like he just quickly put it on because he had to go, and as he's flying he's just like, oh hey, what does this button do? And he just presses it and all of a sudden the wings just fall off.
No.
Oh, shit.
It's like he's trying to scratch his back. He's like, oh, fuck.
He presses the button, he's just like, ah.
He tries to crush his back and accidentally.
And then we'll have to get our fourth Captain America. And then it's just like another series of just another Captain America.
It's just
never
just
Bucky.
the Winter Soldier.
It's just just the Winter Soldier.
That's what the show will be called, though. Just the Winter Soldier.
Just the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. I really wish he got the name changed.
Here's the title. Just the Winter Soldier. Captain America's fucking dead.
I'd still watch it.
Falcon's corpse.
You know, like just the Winter Soldier semicolon. Captain America is fucking dead ×2, ×3.
The sequel.
The sequel.
John Walker's fucking here again.
Just make an entire anthology series.
I do.
Wait, would it be fourth or would it be fifth? Because of Isaiah.
Probably fifth. But going back onto the suit real quick, I love how they've... Because a lot of these suits in the MCU now, and just comic book in general, they basically just take stuff exactly from the comics, and they just make it a little bit more modernized. And it looks like, if you look at that, there's barely any changes to it. And
it's pretty hard to get Blade's suit wrong.
Yeah, but but it's just...
That is true. There are some suits that are just like, how the fuck can you get that wrong? There are some that are like, that would be hard, but it's always awesome if they get it right.
Yeah, I'm just so happy. Also, bringing this up real quick,
Steel.
The MCU is doing legacy characters before even actually doing solo movies for any of their characters over at DC. You know what I mean? Like, we've got Falcon is now Captain America, yet Warner Brothers doesn't have a Ben Affleck solo movie yet.
According to the DCEU, nothing's canon to anything anymore, and we have no idea what timeline they're in.
Yeah, the fans...
Speaking of suits as well, by the way, just saying, have you seen Miss Marvel's new suit?
It looks excellent. I love it so much. Going on to the exact same thing I said a minute ago, it's pulled straight out of the comics. There's just a few lines added, but it looks amazing. It's basically just a modern version of it.
It looks clean as fuck, man.
Marvel knows exactly
cool
what they're doing.
Shit. It looks slick.
Marvel has this thing, and I'll say this is about this show. They always have this thing where they announce something, and I'll be like, oh, I'm not too interestingness.
Oh, so you're not too fussed about it.
Yeah, like, for example, I wasn't really hyped about WandaVision, and then they give, like, a really interesting premise to it and hype it up and just make it so much better than what I thought it would be. And, like, that's the sort of same with this show, because beforehand, I'm gonna get into some real stuff real quick. I've been thinking about this for a while. I think what I really loved about the show, because beforehand there was Captain America, and then you always just envisioned Falcon and Bucky as just Captain America's pals. Like, you'd look at them and be like, oh yeah, they're a cool character. They weren't very three-dimensional. They just had characters they weren't really dive deep in, but like, because they were always just Captain America's a friend of a friend, or you know what I'm trying to say. And then as soon as...
but now we're just a couple of guys.
Yeah, just a couple of guys. And as soon as you take Captain America out of that, you've got these two people. And they were always just linked to to Captain America. And then this show basically just gave more or less 6 hours to just flesh them out as people.
Like the friends from school and the friends from college finally meet, but the friend that united them both is gone, but now they have to like be friends for real.
Yeah.
That's what the show did.
And I'm so happy that they did that, because it's just... This is one of the reasons why I'm so happy about that doing shows now, because there's so much more storytelling
they can do a lot
can
more.
do. I feel like if they did this exact same plot as like a 2.5-hour movie, it would be good, but it wouldn't flesh it out as much.
You wouldn't
The
get
characters would be nothing, pretty much.
Yeah.
you wouldn't get as much like content, and it wouldn't be like, hey, here's this. Okay, now on to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be very fast paced.
A lot of things that felt really weird. Like,
yeah. There's certain
you
stories...
have Carly, Sharon,
Yeah.
Zemo, Walker.
Batroc.
It would have felt really fucking strange.
Like, there's certain
And a lot more
stories
than-
which can only
like
really
more.
be done in TV shows. And just going back onto just the new Captain America real quick, I really love how the fandom is just so accepting for him to be Captain America.
Yeah.
Like, because it seemed like one of those things where you just be people just like, oh, F this, I won, Steve Rogers is the only Captain America. Like, everyone is actually just like, yeah, he's Captain America, which is really nice to see.
I've seen some things where it's like, oh, Falcon's Captain America, that shouldn't happen. It's like, that's never happened before, and it's like, bruh, have you never read
I
the
guarantee you they've never
comics?
watched the show.
It's like, have you never read the comics where
I
fucking
guarantee you,
Steve
I know
Rogers,
which YouTube
where Steve
channels those
Rogers
are.
where Steve Rogers gets shot in the chest and Falcon takes over?
That was a funny moment. I like that.
Yeah. Alright, should we actually talk about the show now?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What's
we
the show?
have, but go on to the episode. Falcon's entrance was badass.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Batroc was actually pretty cool this time.
Like, oh yeah, Batroc. Obviously,
chairman.
he's not like the greatest villain, but it's cool to just have him in there.
I mean, he's never really like the first
Been a fully fledged
antagonist or the
villain.
secondary
Yeah,
antagonist or the
yeah,
third antagonist. He was more like the fourth antagonist.
You'd never like if someone says MCU villains, you wouldn't automatically be like, oh, it's Batroc, but it's like it's just nice to have him in there, and I love his entrance. He just like you see a quick flash of the suit, and then he just chucks it through the window, smacks the guy, flies back, and just goes through the window. And then I love how as soon as he lands, it's like the room's all red, and just the colors just look amazing as well.
Yeah, it's like, hey, who are you? It's like, I'm Captain America. I thought Captain America was on the moon.
I love that, like, my family sort of forgot about that joke, and I remember the callback, and I was just like, And I love the fact that in that whole sequence, the red sort of reflects off the white, and it just looks really cool. And, like, his fight with Batroc was, like, just done so well. And I think something that I really liked is, obviously, like, beforehand, the Captain America battles were amazing. You brought that he got hurt, but, like, not massively because he's got super strength. You look at these fight scenes and you'd be like, okay, Falcon's actually getting hurt. Like, there's a bit of, like, sort of tension to it-ish, because you know that he can actually get hurt, because he's not like a super soldier or anything. Like, he's got, like, skills, but it's like he has the ability to get hurt, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, the Sergeant Barnes thing, was that before or after he came in? Like when Bucky was like walking through the crowd and all that.
I'm not too sure.
But yeah,
Which
anyway,
bit is this?
the Sergeant Barnes thing happened. That was pretty nice.
Which bit was this?
When Bucky was walking through the crowd and like past those cops, and one of the cops was like Sergeant Barnes, and he like walked through and stuff
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
that's
I remember.
pretty cool.
I remember it, but I just don't remember when it was.
But also Sharon Carter when she comes back, that
Oh, yeah, she has that
mesh
conversation.
mask, like the mask she had. I'm pretty sure that's the same one from like Captain America:
Yeah,
the Winter
it is.
Soldier.
Yeah.
But it was also on
So
Agents
that's
of
pretty.
Shield as well.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Also, can we real quick just talk about the Flag Smashers' plan in this episode?
What was the plan again? I
Well,
forgot.
It was... I don't really know what their plan was. It was sort of just...
it was a mess.
It was... If you think
Yeah.
back to the start of the show, it was like... that their idealism is that they want to bring the world back to the way it was before the snap, and then it cuts forward to now, and they're
Well,
just sort of...
during the snap.
Yeah, drawing a snap, and then it sort of it cuts forward, and then now wanting to like... What do they want to do? They want to
Well,
like...
everyone.
They want to like blow up a building or something, and then they wanted to...
Yeah,
clean
to
out-
stop a vote, which I'm pretty sure will just make the vote go faster anyway.
Yeah,
Because people would be like, hey, fuck them guys.
but like,
Yeah.
how would that bring things back towards how it was before the snap? Are you just getting rid of
Because-
world
I don't know.
leaders?
Did you watch the pitch meetings by Ryan George on it?
I didn't watch that one, but I've seen other
I
ones
watched
like
it.
before.
When Ray explained it, was kind of funny.
Well,
Ray's
what did they
like,
say?
oh, she's a sympathetic character who blows up a building full of innocent civilians. It's funny the way he explains it, but yeah, Kylie's character is, I won't say inconsistent, just kind of dumb.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
she's... I feel like they could have done a lot more with her. Like, they did some really... Like, what they've done with her is just okay, this entire show, plus this episode was just
Yeah.
okay as well. But I feel
think-
like... Yeah, go on.
I think they went too hard into Sam trying to redeem her. Because from the audience perspective, we've seen her do some fucked up shit. Like, she bombed
Yeah.
innocent people, and then in the finale, she set fire to a truck full of hostages, and they all died. And Sam's still like, you're just misguided
Yeah.
and misunderstood.
I'm just trying to figure out how
But I'm
all of
like-
this is them trying to restore the world back to it was during the snap. But that's what I'm trying to feel like.
I don't get how they'd stop that.
I feel like...
She's also kind of a bad leader, just 'cause I don't know why people would look up to her.
Yeah, because
like,
you can see
There's nothing she's
that-
really done.
Yeah, you can see that, like, during the finale, she's saying stuff and people are just like, what? No, I don't really want to do that. And it's sort of been forced
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, but even then they go along with it. But I'm like, what did Carly do before? What? Because she didn't seem charismatic or like kind of outspoken. She just kind of says a bunch of stuff,
Yeah,
and people are like, yeah, what she said.
I feel like she's just slowly being pushed too far and she's sort of just becoming violent because the script says it. Says
Yeah,
she
it's
has
very
to be.
much the script says it, so she does it.
She hung out
Like-
with Han Solo, that's why.
She did. She talked too much from Han Solo, man.
Envy's nest.
So, all right, weapons you've got. I'm taking these.
Yeah, plus her character from that movie was her wanting to like help like people as well and doing it in violent ways. So it
It's
could be like
the same
multiverse.
It's the same person.
Carly's nest.
God,
Okay, fucking multiverse.
This is what I think, right? The Flag Smashers, I feel like at the very start, I feel like they had a few really good episodes, but then every so often they'd be like, wait, what they're trying to do? They're trying to blow up this? Wait, what's their idea here?
Yeah.
They could have
Yeah.
gone for something
Like,
like...
I've said this before, but I believe the Flag Smasher storyline was fucked over because of COVID. The original storyline had something to do with a virus.
Oh, so many directors
pandemic.
actually said that wasn't due to the pandemic.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Then why'd they change it?
I don't know.
Because you've kind of taken, like, because at the end of some speech, which was a really good speech, but his part about, oh, don't call her a terrorist, was just like, I mean, she is.
Yeah, she is
In
a
that same
terrorist.
episode, we witnessed her do terroristic acts.
It's like
She has the point, but you can't say don't call her that when that is what she was.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like, you know, at the end of the episode where like, you know, she's fucking dead, spoilers everyone. And like, you know, Falcon's like trying to like make people like, understand her and stuff like that. It's like, bro, she literally just
Yeah.
fucking, she
There's
she
just some
legit,
guy in the back like,
she
my
legit,
sister's dead because of her. Her corpse is burning.
she legit kidnapped the guy he was talking to and like set fire to the
Yeah.
truck he was in, and yet he's trying to say, oh no, she's
No,
just
no, he just
misunderstood.
man. Like, it's like, I get Sam's point. I just think the show was extremely... I don't want to be mean because I really loved the show, but I felt they handled Carly being sympathetic and misunderstood very poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they
it
should have kept
was-
with Carl.
It was... Wait, who's Cole?
Carl
Yeah, about Carl.
in the comics, the villain Flag Smasher, his name is
Yeah.
Carl Morgenthau.
Oh.
They changed him to woman.
Woman Morgenthau. Woman
That's not their
smashes.
name, but okay.
Woman
Yeah.
Smasher. Wait a second.
I feel like
Let's go name to her.
the whole concept of just what they're trying to do, like, concept is genius. Them trying to, like, restore the woman back during the snap, but it's like, they sort of turn into
It
just
was flawed
people that...
execution. It's like a whole killing thing.
I'll finish my point.
well.
soon. I'll finish my point soon.
Okay, I see.
That's it's fine.
Finish it.
it's fine,
Finish
it's
it.
fine.
No,
I'll finish my point.
finish-
I'll finish my point, Robert.
Finish your point then.
I
God.
feel like they had a whole
So wait a
concept that was really good. Shut up, Jaden. And they sort of just turned into just typical people for Falcon and Bucky to beat up, like sort of just henchmen.
Pretty much.
Let's face
Yeah.
it, right? That was my point. Go on.
I was going to say, at least John Walker remained consistent with his character and his struggles,
Oh yeah.
but Harley didn't remain with hers. Well, she did, but it was just like, it didn't make sense half the time. Like, oh, we wanted to go back to where it was before, so I'm going to build that building. Okay, but now we need to be sympathetic and help people.
Yeah.
But let's build up a bunch of hostages.
I
Right,
will give them
okay.
the benefit of the doubt that they actually fleshed out her character. I just wish they worked on their motive.
Yeah. Motor's kind of lacking.
Like, if they worked on her motive a bit, like, spoilers, she dies, like Jane said, I feel like her death scene would have had more impact. It was sort of just like, oh no, anyways.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't even say she redeemed herself either. I've seen some people saying that she kind of redeemed herself, but she didn't.
How does
Like,
she redeem herself?
When she was dying, she said, I'm sorry. Like, that's not redemption. She's fucking... As she's dying, she's saying she's sorry.
Yeah.
That's not redemption, man. Let's just be like,
No.
shit, I fucked up.
The nerve on that bitch.
I know.
Imagine those were her last words. That's like as Sam's crediting her.
She just looks at Sharon and
"Sorry,
goes,
I'm fucked
"Nerve on
up."
that bitch.
No, as she's like Sam's
Oh.
crediting her, she looks at him and goes, sorry, I fucked up and died.
Oh, also, Kylie's an idiot. Why didn't she just go, oh, Sharon's the power broker. She gave me the powers. She tried to kill me.
And the same thing with Count Dooku and Revenge of the Sith, just like kill him. But Master and Anakin's like, say that again.
But Master, Palpatine's like, oh shit.
And he's just like,
Kill him.
wait, you're the Sith? Like, well.
Well, you see,
You
the
see,
thing is,
I was literally just
Wait.
about to say the same thing. The thing is, I was very
what,
hungover.
we're all Sith in our own way.
I was very hungover, and I thought I'd go online and change
I
my
joined
name.
the dark
I
side.
joined the
Turns out you can't really leave.
too much liquor, bit dark side. You know.
Why did you turn British? you just entered like
Also-
a cliche British accent.
Also, just one thing I want to point out with good old Aaron Carter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, you know the whole thing of like, her being a power broker,
Yeah.
and like she's basically giving them like the gadgets and shit like that,
Mm.
and stuff like that, and like she's down there, right?
Right.
Did you
Yeah.
notice that like for like one of them, like the mercury gas thing, it's a sphere obviously, and it emits like green gas, and there's also another thing where it's like the clip, not the clip, but the door lock on the, and it looks like a bit of like a spider thing. Do you think
Oh.
she's talking to Oscorp?
That'll be interesting.
Because
It
Because
does look like
if you think
Oscorp
about
tech.
it, yeah, because if you think about it, Green Goblin, like, his spheres, right? Obviously, they're orange, but, he can just...
Oh! Yeah, I get what you're talking about now. At first I was really confused, but now I get what you mean. Yeah. That'll be interesting.
So,
That makes sense,
I mean,
because if she's a power broker, that means she can just reach out to anyone, meaning that she could go to any show, to any movie. and I wouldn't put it past
Yeah.
him if, like, in Spider-Man 3, there's some reference to, I don't know, Norman Osborn. If
It
he's
was
in it being like,
Sharon all along. Da, da,
well, he'd
da,
probably be like
da,
with Pablo
da,
calling
da.
him,
Yeah. And it'd be like, like I said to someone about like this episode, it'd be like, well, not this episode, but like, you know how like, Tony Stark sold
Yeah.
Stark Tower, right? And like, there's
Yeah.
a whole thing of like, oh,
Oh,
who's gonna buy it?
Osborn boy, yeah.
I would much rather have Norman Osborn buy it than the Fantastic Four have it as like the Baxter building.
Yeah, I
It's-
get you. You're just kind of
'Cause
replacing
obviously-
one building, superhero building, with another superhero building. It's like, what would
I'm
you
with
do?
him on that. I do wanna go into the power broker. I do feel like them just being like, how much power does the power broker really have? It was might as well like Sharon Carter have just been like, oh, you can breathe oxygen. Like it was that obvious. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's the thing. It's like Agatha in WandaVision as well. It was treated as a twist. Same with this, but it's like, I mean, with Agatha Harkness, people called that before the show even came out. With this, people
Yeah.
called it as soon as we met her.
Yeah, like
But,
my
like,
dad doesn't know
she's
anything
probably
about the show, and I bet he was just like, I bet he's the power broker. When WandaVision is just like, I bet she's behind all this.
Yeah, it's like the first time we saw Sharon, like in the art thing, it's like, hey, what's Sharon doing selling art? Wait a second, she's the
No,
power
she's the power
broker.
broker. The power broker lives in Mandrapore. He's got all this power. So does
It's a
Sharon.
very
Kinda makes sense.
strange character sort of turn. Like I get they're doing something interesting with it. Like before, she could have just been like another bland agent, just like she's partying over. Like, all right,
Yeah,
let's go kick.
I will say, to show's benefit, she didn't really have much of a personality before. She was just a strict agent lady who was related to Peggy Carter. who
Yeah.
Now that name is now squandered because of her. the
Yeah.
fucking bitch. But
Well,
at least
the
now she
nerve on
seems
that
like some kind
bitch.
of person. It's a nerve on this bitch.
Power broken bitch.
That's what Sam said to her, man. He's like, this fucking power broken bitch.
also,
This fucking power
Just
broken bitch.
going to Sam for a bit.
Uh-huh.
We'll
Yeah.
go back. We'll go back to Power Broker later on.
Do we have
Just wanted to say, you know how he's fighting, right? Like in the warehouse looking thing, and how he's like they're fighting, and he just says no. Whereas it's good old Steve Rogers would say, "I can do this all day."
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I reckon that
so-
scene, yeah.
But also, back to the Power Broker for just a second. How does Batroc not know? It's like when he comes in, it's like, "You're the Power Broker." It's like, do you not recognize the voice?
Yeah, we should do.
Do you not?
Wait, hang on,
Oh.
hang on. Robert being disconnected. Robert, you here?
Oh, yeah. It happened again.
I didn't
Fuck's
do
sake,
it. It
pissed
wasn't
off.
me. No one kicked you.
I know that. I didn't say
He's
that
been
thing.
fucking up everything. It's been Discord all along.
All along. Actually,
What
it's kinda
happened,
true
Robert?
these days. I was pulled into an alternate dimension to go on a magical adventure for about 5 years.
No,
actually
basically
just
what
5 seconds
happened
in real
is
life.
that Robert's actually owned by Sony, and his contract was up and he tried
Yeah.
to take him back. So I had like
They
really
just pulled me out
quickly-
during the middle of the
yeah,
movie.
really quickly. I just had to sign another deal, and that's when Robert was like brought back against his own will.
They inserted me back. But that's
Yeah.
actually what Spider-Man 3 is going to be about, The
What?
odyssey between Marvel and Sony.
Like,
That's
yeah,
why it's going to be in court.
it's just like a giant like I don't know who owns Sony. But anyway,
Probably
back to
Sorry,
back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I do love how I think we spoke about this last episode, but I'm gonna bring it up again. I do love. Okay, we'll go on to John Walker in just a second, but I'll bring this up right now. I do love how John Walker is an example of what Captain America could have been, and
Yeah.
it's America's perception on Captain America, like because America's perception on Captain America is just super strength, like just like a full-on patriot, and then that's the thing that defines Captain America as Captain America is Steve Rogers' morals, and no matter how hard he gets hit, he always
Yeah.
finds a way to get back up, and that's exactly what Sam is, and that's
in
why.
a sense, Steve Rogers was more about the world and not just America.
Yeah, but it's
'Cause
also
in Age of
Real
Ultron,
Captain
when
World.
yeah,
He's
Captain
the
World.
real Captain Planet.
but it's
But-
like, because Steve Rogers, he was always about, like, he'd do the big battles, but he'd also...
Standing up for the little guy.
Yeah, but he'd also, like, try and help people that are struggling, and that's the whole thing about Captain America, and that's exactly what Sam is all about. Like, he knows all the shit that Carly's been doing, but he's like, I'm gonna try and help you, this isn't the right way, and he's not trying to fight her. Like, he's trying to just... You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Trying to guide her.
Yeah. And
Mentor her.
that's what I love about
Into
it.
death.
Like, because it's... John Walker was sort of... He didn't deserve the shield. It was basically America's perception of what Captain America should be. But what he really is what Sam is. And that's why he deserves the shield.
Also, staying on this, I really liked that we got a Bucky, Sam, and John team up. That was really fun to watch.
I enjoyed that. I actually really dig what they did with John Walker this episode as well.
I enjoyed seeing his I enjoyed his entrance with just Morgan fall, and then Clark's like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit.
I did
And then
see...
throws the shield and he gets used
I did see a really funny video, and because you know when you get like you'd look up a clip of say Mandalorian or WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier, you'd get a clip, and to avoid copyright they'd like repeat the exact same clip over and over again, or they'd like cut it short, so you'd be watching it a bit and then all of a sudden just cut forward like 20 seconds. This one channel, I need to find it again, but he kept using the bit where he just being like, you don't think Lamar's life matters. It was basically him like, it was like a normal conversation, and Carly just goes, I didn't mean to, and it was cut sort of just like, you don't think Lamar's life matters. And then like, and then it cuts to, what Carly's smiling at him, and as she's putting his mask on, he just goes, you don't think Lamar's life mattered. And then as she's running away, it just goes, Morgenthau, she turns around and goes, sorry, you don't think Lamar's life mattered. And he just kept going on, and it made me laugh so hard.
Oh yeah, speaking of that scene, Carly's a bitch. You killed a man, and then just tell his best friend that his life didn't matter. Like,
Speaking of Carly, she's a hoe. That's basically what Roberts.
dude, I wasn't on board with the Carly hate train, but like, because I was like, I don't know, she's kind of cool. And then, like, in the past 2 episodes, I'm just like, yeah, she's kind of lame.
tickets to that
Yeah,
train.
she's kind of a
I bought
hoe.
the tickets. She's kind of just a bit hater.
You bought first class
like,
tickets
dissed
to that
my boy Lamar.
train.
He said he didn't matter.
I do like how like he's trying to full on get vengeance. You understand like you understand his motive behind it, right? And then like as soon
Yeah.
as
You're like on board with him as well.
yeah, and as soon as
and
like
it's like,
yeah, go on.
sorry, I was gonna say, it's like, you know how she's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry I killed your friend, and then moments later it's like, oh yeah, his life didn't matter.
I'm trying to kill people that weren't important. Like, come on, get with the times, Walker. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what a reaction was. When he's like, you fucking bitch.
I do like how as
I'm
he's
trying to keep characters alive like who could
I
be in
do
season
like
2
as
of
he's
this.
trying to lift the trouble up, he does make the right decision. Like it's sort of, I feel like whenever he gets full on angry, he sort of like becomes a different person. Like it becomes slightly unhinged. But like he sort of had the moment where he realised just like, oh shit, what am I doing? And then he brought it.
I liked that the first thing we saw from that wasn't him running to it. It was the shield falling off and landing next to Bucky. Like he finally let go of the Captain America mantle.
Yeah.
And his need for it, and he's just doing the right thing.
And another, I did love the shot where, you know, as soon as he drops his shields and it lands at the bottom and it's sort of bent, that's basically, like, the, hang on, how do I put this? It's sort of, like, his sort
Symbolic?
of, yeah, it's sort of like him letting go of the role of Captain America by his own symbol being damaged.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And I do love how, like, they do team up at the
I
end.
like how he gets attacked, like, as he's pulling it up by the flag smashers.
Yeah.
He's, like, still holding it on, but finding him off with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I like that.
I do love that as soon as he was, like, is falling, he knew he was falling and they're still trying to hold that thing up.
Yeah.
And I do love how they sort of teamed up at the
I
end.
have to say though, from the start of like the series to the end, I've never hated John Walker.
I've never hated him either.
I've never hated him.
There's some stuff I've been like, eh.
Like he's
Better
probably been
John.
like one of my. I mean, he's probably
I've
like
never been like, I hate this guy, man.
he's probably like one of my top characters for that series.
I agree. Probably one of my favourite MCU characters.
You know when we were talking about like
Yeah,
if it
'cause
was a film,
He's
like,
not afraid to do shit.
you know we were talking about if it
Yeah.
was a film, like I don't think he would have had that much screen time and he would have been a very two-dimensional character. But because of this show, we've literally had like what just I think we've more or less just had like a full-on hour to him combined, maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We've
like
had-
we got to see him transition it from the new Captain America into U.S. agent.
Yeah, like we've
Yeah.
literally we've seen him in his small moments. We've seen him unhinged. We've seen him like we've
It's
seen
like we're proud parents watching our kid grow up.
our young Johnny
Yeah.
Walker grow up. And I did love it. I loved what they did with him. At first, I was just like, oh, I thought he was just gonna go after Carly, but that would have been just very predictable. I love that they actually he had a moment where he was just like, because he's not a full-on villain. He's just slightly unhinged.
Yeah, it's like he's not a dick to like let a bunch of like officials die.
Yeah. And
He's like, hey, I need to do this.
I did like something that's made me very happy because a lot of the past stuff we've just been watching, like for example, Endgame and Infinity War, full on armies and just gods and stuff showing up. It's nice to just get sorry, I just burped. It's nice to get excited about just a superhero in a city just saving people. Just very simple.
True.
And they're going sort of back to its roots in this episode. And it's very simple stuff, like people in danger, like Falcon comes in and saves people, they're cheering him on. It's very simple, but like,
Simple stuff. People in danger, burning alive.
but I love
Hey, look,
it.
it's Black Falcon. No, it's Captain America.
I did love that line.
One of my favorite. That is
I
actually
remember
a
the
good
line
line.
from Godzilla vs. Kong where I thought, it's way about Godzilla. No, that's Mecha Godzilla.
Robert, don't even bring
Remind me
that
of
up.
that bit.
I hated that. That was not good. No.
I remember when I told you about that line and you were like, no.
Yeah, I was just like, no, there's no way, and I saw it and I was just like, oh. But dude, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
I know, what were you going to say? man?
What was I gonna say?
It was before. It was, talking about Sam being a hero and stuff like that.
What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Someone else start something else. It'll come back to me.
Okay, let's talk. Okay.
Isaiah getting his
Yes.
place back
Yes.
in history.
Yes. That was very emotional. Isaiah just.
I was on the verge of tearing up. I didn't tear up though, but I was on the verge.
I teared up, bro.
Good man.
It is
Yes, I could have,
actually
but
like
it
they
just didn't hit me that much.
they fleshed him
I think
out
it
as
wasn't
well.
emotional, but it was.
I'm surprised they gave him as much
Yeah.
screen time as they did.
I think it hit me because like, I've read like the Isaiah Bradley comics and like
Yeah.
the Eli Bradley comics and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I sort of
Hit
like
me
knew
good, because
more
like-
about it, I guess.
There's something about him being like so old and so negative. Like he finally got this one positive thing, and he was like
Yeah.
so happy about it.
Like the one
I think it was
viewpoint
so
of his
emotional.
entire life has just been completely shaped. And for me, I was really wanting like a
Yeah.
quick flashback scene, but looking back, I don't think we needed it. I think
I
it
don't
just-
think it would have fit the tone.
Yeah, like it would have
just
just
fit
been
the
like
show
it's
at
there
all.
for sort of fan service. Like if you have him as like a sort of depressed, been through a lot of shit old man, very damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like just that is just like I feel like if we just cut to him just kicking ass as like another World War II Captain America, it was sort of just like you know what I'm trying to say. Like it was sort
Yeah,
of break,
it
break the
would
It
tone.
would have been
like,
more of the
it
same
would-
that we already have.
Yeah.
It would get rid of like the remorse and stuff like that, and like
Mhm.
you wouldn't feel as bad, I guess, for him.
Yeah.
Or you
say
would,
that,
but like, well, you would,
I feel
but like
like-
not as bad as now when they haven't shown anything for it.
Yeah. Gonna say, I don't know why, but I don't know why we couldn't have done that with Yuri as well. Because this is like, that was a really good moment for Isaiah and Sam, as like both of them together. So
Yeah.
it kind of sucks that they couldn't do that for Bucky and Yuri.
It was a
You
good
just have
moment.
Bucky.
It just could have been longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
do you
what
know
was
what
your
would've been-
reaction to that? Like he just kind of stared and teared up a bit. We never actually got to see anything develop of it, which I thought was kind of sucked.
Well, Bucky left, so we all know they didn't have a good old chat.
Well, we don't know when that was though, because it just kind of
Sure.
cuts him from the chair to opening the door. We don't know what actually happened. Like, do we have a conversation about it?
Yeah,
Or-
true.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to say about go back to the Isaiah Bradley thing for a bit. It would have been like, would have been a nice touch and all that, but it wouldn't have really made much sense if, instead of Sam being at the memorial thing for Isaiah Bradley, Bucky was there.
He's just standing there, it's like, why are you? Oh no.
It's like, yo, must
I didn't
And
know
it just like,
Yeah.
like Bucky did it all up for him and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. When I
Yeah, like,
first
that
watched
would've-
it, I thought it was going to be Steve, just in there, just standing.
Just
I
these
thought that's
two
why
on
he
Captain
Yeah.
handed him
America,
out
that would be
first.
pretty cool.
Wonder
now
what
he's
the
on the
conversation
moon.
between those two would be like. Yeah, oh yeah, he's on the moon. With
Yeah,
Nick Fury.
he's hanging with Nick Fury on the sword head on the in the space
Yeah, the sort of
headquarters.
school headquarters thing.
I do really like how Sam is just willing to just like do so much just for like the little people as well. Like even Isaiah Bradley in the eyes of society, like he doesn't really matter. I'm not saying that in the mean way. I'm just saying he's just like he's sort of just been
Yeah.
shoved to the side.
It was also probably a big moment for Sam as well,
Yeah,
proving that he can make a difference. And
yeah,
that things have changed.
and that changes Isaiah Bradley's mindset as well. Also, I remember what I was going to say earlier.
Yeah.
We were talking about this ages, Rob, on Xbox. So there's so many black superheroes, just been like Black
Oh,
Panther,
yeah.
Black Lightning. Who else is there? Black Manta. I know he's a bad guy, but still in the same sort of club. I love how they would like.
Yeah.
It was just like that's Black Falcon. Oh, that's Captain America. They sort of made a joke-ish
Yeah.
about it. Like they sort of brought that up.
It is a funny trope how some of the most black superheroes just have black in the name.
I mean, it's like, yeah, and it's like, I like how they're like, that's like the second time they brought it up.
Yeah.
Because the first time was, episode 2, episode 3?
Oh yeah.
Where, when they go to see Isaiah Bradley for the first time, and the
Hey,
kid
you
says, like,
black
hey,
kid."
are you the Black Falcon?
No,
you
my
black
daddy
kid?
said
No.
it's black though. What does that mean, you black kid? I'm still waiting for that Disney Plus announcement. Black Kid, the Disney
Same.
Plus show.
That'd be an amazing show. His name will just be there to confuse the supervillains. I'll be like, why is that
Right.
the name? It just is.
I'm Black Kid. What do you see?
Turns out-
Nothing. I'm just a kid. And
Turns
I'm black.
turns out that's Miles Morales. That'd be funny.
Imagine if they did that.
But yeah.
That would be funny.
Also, speech, through Falcon's speech, just wanted to say,
Oh, yeah.
What?
Joaquin,
that was excellent.
Joaquin Torres is there, like, in it. And he's
Oh,
actually,
I
he's actually fixing up Falcon's wings.
yeah. I hope to
Because,
see him in
you
the
know,
Falcon suit at some point.
yeah, because, if if folks listening don't know, Joaquin Torres, good old Sam Wilson's army buddy, becomes the next Falcon in the comics.
I want to see that. So
and he
bad.
looks cool as shit.
I wonder,
He's actually
I
got,
wonder when the next
he's
time
actually-
we will see him
he's
will
actually-
be.
hey Robert, he's
Maybe the
actually
next
got a
movie.
helmet as well in the comics.
Oh, that's good. You won't get brain damage. So like falling off high places.
Potentially see him in the next movie. I did love Sam's speech. Something I really did like. As soon as he's like taking Carly's body like down to where the police are, and like the
Oh,
sort
he
of,
looked like an angel.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sort of like you see that, and the sort of like spotlights are on him. And it's sort of like that's like a beacon of hope right there.
I liked it, but I was also like, he kind of deserved it.
Oh, should we talk about Zemo's butler?
Oh yeah, he blew
Yeah,
up
how
the
he-
boys in the
how he
that
fucking-
van.
Blew up the thing.
I will say, I will miss that one Flag Smasher with the really cool voice. You know who I'm on about? The guy with long hair?
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'll
Kylo
miss
Ren
him.
Flag
He's my
Smasher.
favourite.
Wait,
Yeah,
Finn, I'm
Kylo
about
Ren
to send you
Flag
something.
You gotta send me what?
I'm gonna send you a thing about Winter Soldier on Insta.
On Insta? Hang
Have a
on.
look at this.
I thought he
Give me a
said
second.
Kylo Ren's nudes. I was like, that's strange.
They're in Jaden. It probably will be. Hang on, Jaden sent me some.
Whoa. But
Oh, I do like
yeah,
that concept art. Everyone watching
What?
basically just sent me some concept art of what Bucky could have looked like in Winter Soldier. It looks very cool.
want to describe it to
Speaking
the
of that,
viewers.
I do wish Bucky got like a new name, just because it was the show was about him moving on from being the
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
that's what I.
Only for him at the end to
Yeah,
still be the Winter
I mean,
Soldier.
I mean, I like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but I would also like if it was like, you know,
Captain America,
Captain
White Wolf.
America and the White Wolf,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah, or like Captain America
or
and
like,
no
you
longer
know,
the Winter Soldier.
I did really like
or
that
like
scene.
or like Captain America and Bucky sort of thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
I did really like that scene of just them sort of, you know, that sort of like where the boat
They're just
is.
walking away.
Yeah,
Mm.
and they're just chilling and then just
He
like
got
enjoying.
invited to the barbecue.
Yeah,
I think it would be really funny if when they're both out the docks and Bucky put his arm on his shoulder, just John Walker walks up, puts his hand on his shoulder.
or Namor
both
just
look at him like,
emerges.
"Where the fuck
I
did you
want
come
that
from?"
boat.
Start arguing over the boat this time. That sets up season 2's plotline.
You know what? Okay, everyone's gonna hate me for this,
Oh no.
but do you know what they should do in the next like Marvel project?
Project,
Go
yeah.
on.
Have Coulson come up. Just like bring Coulson back. Man's cool.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah. I don't know why people would hate you for that. That's just been why
Why would people hate you for that?
No, but I mean, like, be like, oh, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You might as well have just
Marvel
said-
stuff isn't canon. That would never happen.
You might-
I think most
Yada
people
yada.
want it to be canon though, don't they? Even though I think they kind of explained it as it's a different universe or timeline or some shit now.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
part of it is.
yeah. Like,
From
but
what
I
I'm
really
aware,
want.
the first
Yeah.
half of the show is in the MCU canon, whereas the other half is like another canon or something.
Yeah, especially
like,
over the Darkhold and WandaVision.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm like, that's fucking
I really
stupid.
want to point out a really nice detail I've noticed some people saying online.
No, but Finn, the Darkhold in that one and the Darkhold in WandaVision's different. Like, they've had
Oh, is
things
it?
where it's like,
Okay.
where they've been like, I guess there've been like multiple Darkhold books, I think.
Yeah,
maybe need to like quote the
maybe one of them
Darkhold
was a
1, Darkhold
reboot.
2.
The Darkhold 2. I'll bring this up because it's something I saw and I thought this was like a really clever thing.
Ow.
'Cause you guys know how much I love the visuals in this show. It's basically like just they've added so much splash of color to it and it just looks gorgeous. Especially
Yeah.
that shot from the start of episode 5 where as soon as Bucky picks up the shield, there's like a spotlight coming through the window on Falcon.
Yeah.
As soon as the very start of the show, there's a lot of very close-up shots of characters, and it's sort of there to visualize how, like, the state of mind that they're in and how personal you're about to get with these characters. And the colours surrounding them in the first 2 episodes, they're very sort of bluey and murky, and it sounds like it sort of implies that they're sort of confused, clouded mindset. And then meanwhile, you cut to these sort of close-up at the very end episode, or 5 and the finale. The camera is still very close to them, but it's a little bit more far away, and you see all the colours around them are turned very warm. Because you've started to feel very warm around these characters, and
I was always warm around them.
is that like a euphemism
Yeah.
or just? And yeah, I just love that little detail. I love that how they've actually like paid attention to this kind of things. Like they didn't just
It
have
was
it in
also
there.
a warm day, it looked like, as well.
Yeah, that's
The
probably
sun was up.
yeah, that's probably
And they
where
were all in
the-
like summer uniform and summer gear.
yeah, that's probably
And
where
like
the
the
light
dark,
was coming
having
from.
a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just a little thing I'd like to point out. So, end of WandaVision, right?
Yeah.
Not like post credit scene in WandaVision, like, the aftermath of like the whole kidnapping thing. That and then like what was it, Monica Rambeau?
Oh yeah, and the scroll.
and like the scroll, like that leads to Secret Invasion, and then John Walker and Val, in the courtroom.
Could lead
That
to
also leads
something.
to Secret Invasion, because if you
Was it?
listen closely, it's like when things get weird, weird being like
Skrully.
shapeshifters and scrolls and all that. We're not
Yeah.
going to need a Captain America. We're going to need a US agent, because at the time, I think Captain America would be played by a scroll, and no one would really trust that.
I thought they
So
were
they're
setting
gonna need-
up. I can see
They're
them
going to
doing
need
that.
someone else to.
I thought they were saying
Oh.
Thunderbolts, but it could be both of them, maybe.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I've got to
yeah,
say, John Walker could be in both of them. because he's not like one of those characters that you can only really have in one genre. Like,
I mean,
Doctor
like-
Strange, it wouldn't make sense for him to appear in this show. Or
Yeah.
Thunderbolt.
I
But
mean,
John
when
Walker,
it
he
was,
could appear in Armor War.
did it
show.
say when the Secret Invasion was going to come out, or did it say like
I think 2023.
2023? Okay, so that's definitely enough time to create either the Dark Avengers or the Thunderbolts to, you know,
Yeah.
help
Both.
combat like, you know, this new invasion
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
aliens.
Yeah,
what
there's
do
actually
you-
a tie into that with the rumoured leaks of Spider-Man No Way Home. With
Yeah.
the fact that it's going to be like 2 Norman Osborns.
Yeah,
When
please
was
don't do
Norman
that.
Osborn from
Please don't do that.
the Raimi trilogy or something.
I don't want them to do that.
How do you know you haven't seen it yet?
Well, I know I haven't seen it. I'm just saying, like, I've heard about that, and I don't want them to do it. But it all depends on execution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather Raimi trilogy, Norman Osborn stay like a dead boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Because I
just,
literally
like,
saw his, like, funeral. Also,
yeah,
how
I also
does-
witnessed him die.
how does the Sharon Carter ending scene go into anything in the future?
It could be
What
Armor
goes-
War, Secret Invasion.
It could, because you know, Armor Wars is pretty much about what
Iron Man
US,
technology in the wrong hands.
US like tech and
Yeah.
US like military tech and stuff like
And
that going
at
into the
the
wrong
end,
hands.
She was
Sharon Carter could be
saying
a part of
how-
that.
Yeah, she was saying how she could get
Her hands
access
on
to more
anything,
sensitive
sort of thing.
technologies now. That she's on the inside,
Yeah, so
so that's definitely going to play in later. I wonder who she was talking to.
yeah,
Carl
probably-
Morgenthau.
Justin Hammer.
Her corpse,
He was talking to Carl.
Carl Morgenthau. They could actually do that, you know. I just thought they could always just, if they wanted to do like a comic accurate Flag Smasher, they could just introduce that Cardi had a brother, like a twin, or just an older or younger brother, who's just Carl Morgenthau, who just like becomes a Flag Smasher
I
as a
don't
character.
know.
Oh, what happened to her dad?
I don't fucking know, man.
I don't fucking know.
Because
Fuck
it could
that
be
guy.
a dad,
It could be.
and then
Yeah,
And it
Carl,
was like-
Carl.
Probably before that
yeah.
guy.
and it could be like, hey, my daughter died because of, you know, these people. Tom stuff.
Yeah, and now I will kill them with a mace. For some reason.
Is there anything else we want to go into?
Oh,
Not
Zemo
really.
was happy that the people in the van died.
Dude was very happy. He sort of
he was
just
really
he
happy.
smiled and he was just like, I'm gonna go back to reading my book.
Yeah, and isn't that the same book that he was reading in the prison when he broke out?
I thought he was
I think-
reading like
oh.
how to kill flag smashers for dummies.
101 ways to
How
kill Flag
how to
Smashers.
hire killer butlers for dummies.
Yeah.
How to join the Thunderbolts for dummies.
You know, when I first saw that, I didn't know that was Zemo's butler, and it really confused me. I was like, who the fuck is
I-
that?
I remember when Robert
I did
told me.
too.
Robert said like, "Oh Finn, no spoilers, but watch Zemo's butler," and he's just like, "Oh, thanks, Robert."
No, I didn't say that. I said, right, no spoilers, Finn, but it was Zemo's butler. Alright? There's no context, it's just, it was Zemo's butler.
No, no,
And
no,
you're
no,
like,
no. You
okay.
said watch Zemo's butler. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch Zemo's.
That's not
butler.
what I said!
That is exactly what I
I said-
said. No, not exactly what you
It's sort
said.
of the same. Sort of the same context, bro.
Nah, it was better.
If you-
it was
if
Zemo's
you-
butler.
As soon as I watched it, man, I was just like, "Oh, that's what happened with Zemo's butler."
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, as soon as I talked to my math teacher, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and how Zemo's butler blew it up, I was like, "Wait, that was the butler?"
I bet you were just thinking, "Who the hell is that?"
I was like,
Butler?
Yeah. Who's an old guy in, like, you know, the comics that
It's funny if it was
Is-
old
Yeah, that's
Steve
what I was
Rogers.
trying to
that.
think.
It was old Steve Rogers.
Old guys I know.
is that is that
more...
is that the real Carl? Is that the real Carl Morgenthau?
Like he just looked, and then the person who blew up the other smack smashers, the
The
flag
Flag Smashers?
the person who blows up the flag smashers, you just see in the window it's Carly, she drives off, it's like, what? She just comes back from the dead to kill her own, like sort of friends, and then
She does that
fucks
weird
up.
smile as she does it as well, as she buries
Yeah,
them up. You know,
and
that
then
really
she
weird
never
smile she
shows
has?
up again. What a great
She's
plan.
gone.
Let's try and blow up some people. Let me die. Let me come back from the dead. Go into a random
She got
limo.
confused and thought that was actually just like a transport of extra soldiers for
Yeah,
the
she
GRC.
was just like, oh, my
And
eyesight
then-
was just, oh shit.
So, oh shit, my bad guys.
My
Fucking hell.
bad. Right, let's see you later.
Right, see you later, we're fucking dead. We'll see him at the funeral.
Alright, is there anything we wanna else touch upon?
No,
Walker's
not
new
really.
suit's cool. That's
Yeah,
about
Walker's
it.
new
It
suit
is.
is gorgeous.
Okay, that's cool. Yep. Okay. I think that's it.
I think that's
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Well, we've
I
done
think
it.
that's it.
We've covered all of Winter Soldier.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That is
Right,
a wrap.
guys.
Even though
Well-
I only came in at like what, like the last 4 episodes.
Oh no,
I think so, yeah.
yeah, but you know, you still like
I'm still here.
Yeah, like if you think of these podcasts, you're not gonna think of Jaden was only there for 4 episodes. You were there for like just,
Yeah, and if you do, go away.
if you do
You
unsubscribe,
made me sad.
but actually
Don't bully me.
please subscribe because we need subscribers. And just
Yes, please do.
thank you guys for just talking about this with me. I've genuinely really enjoyed it. Just these Winter Soldier podcasts. It's probably been like I've been really looking forward to it. I at first I was just really nervous that it was just going to be sort of like a buddy cop thing. They didn't get along with each other. Then they suddenly grew together and just have loads of jokes every 2 seconds. But like as soon as it started out with just a man ironing his shirt, I knew generally we were in for something special. And we've had so much
The new Iron Man.
interesting. It's just Iron Man. It just starts with Tony Stark just ironing his shirt. But like I've had a blast talking with these guys. I really appreciate it.
I've had a blast too.
And then up next,
I need a toilet.
there's Robert's contribution to success.
I need food.
Oh.
I'm hungry.
I'm the only person who gives a shit, and I'm just like, thank you guys, and Jaden's just like, I need a snack, and Robert's like, yeah, I need a piss. No one cares but me. Alright, well, up next, we'll talk about Bad Batch together, as a full-on
the Bad
series.
Snatch.
The Bad Snatch, yes, nice one, Robert.
We shall.
We shall, and then Loki, like, next month,
In June.
in June, and
That's not
so,
next month.
that
wait,
is next
wait,
month.
what day is it?
It's May
It
the
is next
1st,
month.
Robert.
Oh,
24
fucking
It
hell,
is
no,
not.
Release
It's
it
May.
today.
It is May.
It was
I'm
blooming.
excited.
It was blooming. What, New Year's Eve, like yesterday? I don't know where that time's gone, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's there for this month, man. We get Bad Batch. I get to watch Legends of Tomorrow and Lucifer season 5. I'm happy.
Yes.
Wait,
Robert's a very
Legends of
happy
Tomorrow?
man.
When's that coming out?
Wait, which one?
Legends of Tomorrow.
It's on. Wait, is it tonight? No, it's not tonight. May 2nd. Where it
Oh
comes out.
shit.
Yeah. So it's like tomorrow when I get to
Robert
watch
watches a
Monday.
lot of TV shows, so
I do.
thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.